May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, Amrita SAHOO.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Okay. Take your chair.
Thank
Are
you,
you
sir.
close to Amrita Pritam? The name or any similarity with Amrita Pritam?
No, sir.
No, not at all. None of her qualities are with you.
No, I sometimes sing, but not
She
that
is
much
not a
of
singer.
professional level.
She is not a singer. What is Amrita Pritam's credentials?
Sorry, sir. I don't.
You never come across the name. You cannot afford to do that. Amrita Pritam is a very good writer. You must know what are her books and
Which
Sorry,
area?
sir. I will read.
yes.
Area Telekino Pahartaku,
Sorry, sir.
your nativity.
Just speak something about you quickly.
Sir, myself Amrita SAHOO. I belong to Bengal district, Odisha. I have completed my schooling from Mahima Girls High School, Joranda, and then I did my +2 from Denkanal Junior College, Denkanal, and after that I have completed my graduation from Dadhichi College of Pharmacy,
The College of Pharmacy, please.
Cuttack, sir.
Cuttack.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then IGNOU again.
Yes, sir. Currently, I am pursuing my PG in Public Administration.
So, what is Mahima cult?
Sir, Mahima cult is propounded by Sir, Mahima cult is propounded by Alekha Gosai, or we also called him as Dhulia Gosai. And during the Bhakti moment, Mahima Gosai, when was in Puri, from the Mukti Mandap itself, he founded this new culture. And in Mahima cult, they do not worship God, and they define God as Olek. That is, they have no shape, or they have no existence, and they believe in social upliftment, work for welfare of the people, and also according to Mahima Gosai, there is no significance of idol worship.
Okay. Suppose we are going to home.
Yes,
You
sir.
got a bag and there is a lot of money and ornaments. What
Yes,
you will
sir.
do with that?
Sir, I will not take it.
Leave it.
Yes, sir.
Well, you leave it then and there.
Yes, sir.
And go.
Yes, sir.
Without that doesn't look nice. If
Sir,
if you saw that there is something
sir, yes, it.
as a citizen, is it our responsibility to behave in a way that is something different as you are telling? But I don't feel like that I should look at that, see, and then I leave it there and go.
Sir, if I am aware about the things of which it belongs to, then I will take it and give that things to that person. But if I am not aware of the things,
How
of
can
which
you
it
ever, if
belongs
you
to,
do not look into the bag, what is there inside? Is there any information to the person who is using it? Then how can you know? You are not interested to look at the bag even.
sir,
And leave it and go.
if there is money and ornaments only, I will not interested to look at that.
But anyway, you have to look inside what is there at some point of
Sir,
time.
you have already mentioned that there is money and ornaments, na?
But inside the bag, that is the visibility. That yes, when I looked at the bag, there is something like this. But next work comes to find it what is there inside. Is there any information to the person who has been using the bag or not? Then the question comes whether I should take it or not. But you are not interested in taking it. But it is better to take it and then give it to the nearest police station or something like that. You have to do something in a judicious way. As
Okay,
a
sir.
citizen,
Okay,
you
sir.
should plan.
Okay, sir.
Because somebody has lost it, somebody has just forgotten to take it out, maybe anything possible. So if you give it to the police station, probably the person may sometime again get back. Otherwise, there is no chance of getting it back.
Okay, sir.
So that is the right way of thinking into the situation.
I get.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
madam.
Okay, Amrita.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming from the public administration,
Yes, ma'am.
could you think that today's public servants they are becoming more biased to some political parties and also superimposing over the politicians in some of the states and playing indirectly crucial role in politics simultaneously in administration. What is your perception?
Ma'am, public servant as a servant of the public plays a great role in administration and doing the welfare to the people. Yes, there are some instances where there is a conflict between public service and being alienation to any political party. But with ethical teachings and ethical training, I think this problem can be solved.
Okay, what are the constitutional our constitutional pattern giving one footage to the bureaucracy and on which footage they have
Sorry,
placed
ma'am.
the relation between the permanent bureaucrats and the temporary bureaucrats. Could you analyze from our constitutional point of view?
Ma'am, bureaucrats are the permanent executive and politicians are the
Yeah.
temporary executive. Bureaucrats normally deals with policy implementation, whereas political executive deals with policy making. And at the same time, we as permanent executive also plays a role in policy making. And there's po- for effective policy implementation and its utilization by the people and for doing good public service, the integration of politician and permanent executive and a fine balance between them is necessary.
In between the excessive power now grabbing by the executive, what is the role of the judiciary to have a check and balance?
Ma'am, judiciary is interested to save the constitution and regarded as father and guardian of the constitution. And judiciary plays a very active role by the way of judicial review, judicial activism in curbing the maladministration and any uh, misuse of power.
Okay, Amrita, nowadays very often we are seeing that the minority people in India are feeling sometimes unsafe. So, what is your perception that what are the activities that are being taken by the government as a result of which the minorities are feeling unsafe and the very word that is secularism are in threat?
Ma'am,
What is your view?
Ma'am, in the process of policy formation, government is bringing various schemes. Like recently, government has announced labor scheme for the minority population, ST population, so that they will be granted MSP for their minor forest produce. And PM Vishwakarma scheme also for the
No, you just couldn't correctly understand my question. Minority means minority section of our country.
sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, there is a education scholarship scheme. I just forget the name of the scheme. Um, sorry, ma'am, I'm unable to recall it.
Okay. So, in which amendment the word secular and democrat are added in our constitution?
Ma'am, it was 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act,
In which year?
1970, 1974.
Jagruti, Amrita, please share what are the reforms that are needed to bring more ethical standards of the bureaucrats in our system?
Ma'am, regular training of civil servant and ethical guideline to them. Then review by senior officials, and thirdly, some type of punishment can be given for any violation of law.
Amrita, do you think that women are rightly represented in our assembly or in parliament? Are you happy with the representation of the numbers of women?
No, ma'am, I am not that much happy.
Huh.
But I would like to say that there is the representation of women is increasing, and with the recent amendment which give women 33% reservation in parliament, would bring more. If it would be more fruitful for women.
Okay, and you are also hopeful gradually the 33% should be 50% because the women also they are 50% represented in the country.
Yes, ma'am, it will be.
Okay, could you tell now also child marriages are occurring in some parts of Odisha and also in Rajasthan, UP. What measures the government should take to completely eradicate child marriages?
Ma'am, primary thing is increasing their gross enrollment ratio of women a child, encouraging them for study, and at school level we can teach their parents also through committees. Like in my days, there is a Mina Manch in my school, through which there was regular meeting on monthly basis or weekly basis, and there our teacher were encouraging the parents, particularly from the SC/ST communities, to encourage their children to study, because government is providing midday meal food through midday meal scheme, and also providing dresses and other educational necessities. And after that, due to the Prerana scheme, Medhavruti scheme, they are also getting Madhe Singh scheme also. They are also getting monetary compensation for study. So I think with their education and employment.
Who is
the-
Madhasi?
So, Ma'am, Madhu Singh was a freedom fighter, belonged to Sambalpur district, who dedicated his life to the service of Odisha, and during Pike rebellion also, during 1857 revolt also, he along with his sons played a great role in for freedom of our Odisha and country.
Okay.
Amrita,
Yes, sir.
for good governance,
Yes, sir.
what are the factors required?
Sir, for good governance, accountability, transparency, obeying the rule of law, neutrality, these are the required things for conducting good governance.
Is there any difference between power and authority?
Yes, sir. Sir, authority gives us the power to exercise our duty, whereas authority gives us the position to exercise our power.
The role of opposition,
Rule of?
the role of opposition
Role of
in democracy.
Yes, sir.
Could you give some enlightenment to us?
Yes, sir. If the government is doing anything which is not for the good of our country, then opposition can play a very massive role, because to the opposition in parliament, they can play a very big role in changing the policies of the government.
Changing the policy
Means if there is any policy which is not doing more good to the people, or it can have any bad effect, then the role of opposition as a obstacle here can be recognized, as the policy can be changed. Or recently we can see that there was a information about lateral entry in civil service exam. Sorry, lateral entry in some position of ICMR, I think. But after opposition opposed the move, they.
It is
broke the
opposition
policy.
or it is opposition or somebody else?
Sir, opposition along with other parties also.
Okay. Coming to little bit away from this, who are the countries in G4?
G4. Sir, G4 means India, Japan, Germany,
Brazil.
Brazil.
Why therefore? What is the motto of having a group of 4 countries?
Sir, it was related to climate negotiation, I think.
No,
Sorry.
no. They want to have permanent membership.
Yes,
in,
yes, yes, sir. Yes,
and
they have want to have
each country
permanent
is helping
membership
other
in
country to
UPSC.
become the permanent member.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, the current scenario in Bangladesh is not good. You know,
No, sir.
Madam Sheikh Hasina is there in India. What is happening? What are the threats that India has from Bangladesh?
Sir, first thing is illegal migration.
Hmm.
Then second is drug trafficking from there. It may affect our trade in textile, and it also after the incoming of illegal migrant.
No, that is okay. But as far as Sheikh Hasina is there in India,
Yes, sir.
how Bangladesh and India relationship now current?
Sorry, sir. I will read about.
Sheikh Hasina madam did not go to any place.
Yes,
No
sir.
country accepted. She had to stay in India. India gave her shelter. Now Bangladesh wants extradition. What is the opinion of India regarding extradition?
There should be bilateral talk between the two countries, and required step must be taken.
Sir. Okay. Amrita,
Yes, sir.
could you able to identify your own strength and weakness?
Sorry, sir.
Could you able to identify your own strength and weakness?
Yes, sir.
What do you feel
Sir, about this interview,
about your understanding of this mock board?
sir.
Are you feeling okay with the interview?
Yes, sir.
The purpose for which you came, is it satisfied?
Are you satisfied?
Sir, I am satisfied as far as interview is concerned, but I think there is a lot to do with my knowledge base, and I need to study.
No, there is no end to questions.
Yes,
Questions will not be within your range.
yes, sir.
So there will be 3 people who will be asking questions from ranges.
Yes,
So you must know how to also say no when the answer is not coming to you. When you are not aware of the answer,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to say that, sir, I don't know. Sorry, sir, I have not gone through this topic. I will look into this later on. In some way, you have to pass on. But we are finding weak in some of the areas. That is what is important, because the current news, international national relationships, these are relatively looks weaker with respect to your public ad as the subject.
Yes, sir.
You know. So you should improve upon that. So when is your interview?
30th September.
Oh, lot of time.
Both times.
Sir,
So
actually, it is my first interview.
but very good.
You are fast
But
preparing for this.
They're
Jagrati
doing
is
well.
also
First.
working as a ASO in Lok Sabha Open University Department.
No, no, I am Amrita, ma'am.
This is Amrita. Achha, one interesting thing that you see, hair donation to a cancer patient. What is this?
Sir, 1 year back, I donated my hair to cancer patient because during the process of chemotherapy, they lost their hair. So they feel morally down, and sometimes society also did not accept them as such. So I came across an organization in Instagram. Then I contacted them, and through the process I donated my hair, and out of which a wig was made. And one of my friend's mother also got a wig through me.
You done such a good service. Huh?
Good service, but the method that you adopted through Instagram, they took hairs from you, they sold it to the patients. So you are doing a service.
No, actually, my friend's mother also get it without any money.
Okay. So you have monitored that it has gone to the right person to whom you gave?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Very
Yes, sir.
innovative,
Okay.
but
Okay.
very good idea.
Very good idea.
service also.
Thank you.
Okay, we are happy that you are doing well. You have a community link. You are grounded to the soil. So please take care of. These are some of the important points that we have noted. Please take care of. If you feel like you can come, because a lot of time is there for preparation.
Yes, sir. I will come again for the
So you may
second.
prepare on national international
Yes, sir.
affairs. India's relation with foreign countries
Yes, sir.
like What was the stream with Maldives some time back?
Sir, actually, I have not studied the international
No,
relation
it is visible.
perspective.
It is visible that we can notice.
Yes, sir.
So, like those things.
Yes, sir.
How we are going with Quad, for what purpose?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
What is the kind of relationship with America that we are in a triangular relationship between USSR, USA, and India? So, something from the public administration point of view, there
Yes,
may
sir.
be some sense which are putting you into a
Yes, sir.
jargon, and you must come out of that suitably.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And another important thing is that you took a very skeptic view of that bag. I don't take, I leave it and go. It's the kind of attitude is little different.
Sir.
And so, if you can donate your hair for a person, how can you leave that bag and go without giving any attention to that? That these are diametrically opposite attitudes.
Okay, sir.
But there should be a positive attitude to what should be done properly.
Yes, sir.
Take care of that. Okay, we meet you again if you feel like coming for the second time.
Yes, sir.
Wish you all the best.
All the
Thank
best.
you.